am so excited. Episode 100.
100.
Let's bring in the marching band. Let's bring in the trains, the trolleys, the trumpeters. Bring it all in because we made 100. Look at that sign.
Yay, look at
I
it.
love your sign.
Thank you. I wanted to make it a little special, a little different. I'm saving this one. I saved some of them, but this is so exciting.
Wow.
It's so weird. I was just saying to you, I'm like, why am I nervous all over again? I am.
Yeah, you were getting a little knock-kneed there.
Yeah, I'm so excited about all the people who might be coming on. We're going to see how we do.
Well, this is something that we're a little unknown right now. So we don't
Right.
know who will call in. We don't know
Right.
who will show up. You never know. So when we're in control of the podcast, we know what to expect. A, B, C, D, and then we're out of here.
Right.
Don't know what to expect today.
Right. That's for sure. But the response has been so nice and so positive. And
Yeah.
I can't tell you all the beautiful messages we've been getting. People are like, "Oh, we've missed you. We can't wait for you to get back." And they're congratulating us on 100. And I just wanted to mention one specific message that kind of encapsulates everyone's message. But Christian Lavelle, who was one of our past guests, so sweet. He says, what an incredible achievement getting to the 100th episode. The two of you should be so proud. It really is a wonderful place for the Rocky family, but also for people to hear other stories and how the films have helped them get through life struggles. Please know how much it means to people.
Oh,
I was
great.
like, Christian, thank you so much. And he's just the sweetest guy. And I love all his posts with his dog. He has the cutest dog. But anyway,
really?
Yeah. But thank you for that. And all the messages that are quite similar. This grew into something so personal and so warm and fuzzy. And we love all of you. Truly. It's just been a privilege getting to know people.
Well, that's what I'm hoping, that we get about at least 3 people that show up.
Right.
So we don't look like the losers at the prom.
Right.
Like you and I are the 2 losers at the table in the corner, and we're too stupid to dance together out on the floor. Just get up and go dance, and then you're not at the losers table. Then there is no losers table.
All right.
So if we get 3 people to call in, then I will consider us winners. Although really we are winners. No, I'm just being a little silly. But Stacy, you said it right. This is very personal. It always was personal for me since I was 11 years old, and likewise for you as well. But the more we hear these stories of people, and it's like there are 2 things are true at the same time. They are the same stories, and yet they're vastly different stories.
Right.
So they're all inspired. They're all under the umbrella of perseverance. They've all used this character and continue to use this character as almost a light in the darkness, a best friend sitting with you when you're all alone and you've got nowhere to turn. When you turn to Rocky, and I know this sounds a little dramatic and a little heavy, but really that's what Rocky is for us. You've said it many times. What would Rocky do? And you're not the only one. And to bring these people together under this, 100 episodes, 100 plus. Really, we just didn't label a few other episodes that you kindly reminded me of, but officially, this is just terrific. And Stacy, I am so happy to be on this journey with you. Wouldn't want to share it with anybody else.
Thank you. Oh, and ditto. We've had so much fun, and we've supported each other here.
Yeah.
And personally,
yes,
and it's meant the world to me. It really has.
Who do you think is going to cry first when we first actually meet? You think you're going to have a tear first? Or you think I'll cry first?
I'm pretty sure I'll be crying, as either you're pulling into the driveway or I'm pulling into your driveway.
Yeah,
I'll be crying before I even get out of the car.
It's so strange. Our spouses will be standing there like, "Oh God,
okay,
what time is it here? All right. Let's go make a sandwich and chill, okay?"
Kevin and Sue will go to lunch and we'll just
right, exactly. Let the crybabies talk Rocky. No.
Crazy.
But sooner or later we're gonna get together. Anyways,
we are.
So we've been off for a few months, a little longer than we anticipated, actually.
Right.
So January was
Yeah.
It was a real son of a bitch. This is what
Mm,
January was for me.
right.
Okay, it was not fun.
Mm-mm.
As all you know, I had pneumonia, and I had walking pneumonia. Well,
Mhm.
I don't want to ever get full blown pneumonia, okay?
Right.
Because I didn't let on to most people how sick I was
Yeah.
just with walking pneumonia. And I mean, even when I got my x-ray, I mean, even the doctor and the nurses, they were like, you got a little pneumonia there.
Mhm.
Ah, this is all I'm feeling is
I know. I know.
man. I mean, people die from this, right?
Yes, they do.
Yeah, and then
Mhm.
it came
Yes, they
back.
do.
I got rid of it, and then
Mhm.
it came back again, and then it's kicked it to the curb. But
Right.
I mean,
Right.
it was. Now, how about you? What happened to you in January? Anything in particular?
January was more about just getting mom ready for her
Yeah.
surgery. In February, it's funny because her surgery was supposed to be January 29th, but they had to delay her one
Okay.
week. So she ended up going February 5th. But yes, your pneumonia, I just wanna stick to that for a second. I said it yesterday on the live when I was giving everybody instructions that, the older we get, these lung issues don't just go away the way they used to. You can't
Right.
wait too long, and for you, you needed 2 rounds of antibiotic to really catch
Yeah.
this thing. So, if it lingers, don't let it linger. That's just my nursing hat. I stress that enough because 'cause I've seen too
You're
many
s- you're so
uh,
right.
yeah, I've seen too many very sad situations, and you were making me nervous for a little while, so I'm
Yeah.
like, "Oh
No,
my
I know.
god."
Yeah.
Um,
It was
but yeah,
crazy.
so then, going into February, mom had her hip and she did great, and,
Right.
people it seems normal to think that a hip would be harder than a knee replacement, but,
Right.
at least in terms of pain, a knee replacement is much tougher than a hip, so she recovered from the pain piece rather quickly, and
That's
now she's in
great.
the middle of physical therapy and just getting
Wow.
stronger. Yeah, yeah, so she's doing quite good, and dad, he has dementia, and he's definitely it's progressing a little bit, so his needs are
Yeah.
increasing. I don't say that to, bring a downer on the show, but it is what it is, and that's what I'm
That's a
dealing with.
fact. Yeah.
Yeah, and so we're just watching him a little bit more closely, just because certain common sense things are becoming a little more difficult for him. So now we have to
I
keep
got
our
you.
little safety hat on so that, he doesn't inadvertently hurt himself or something like
Sure.
that. So that's, how that's changed.
Well,
Um, yeah,
February hit the Rocky community
very
like
hard.
a tsunami. I
Yeah,
mean, we lost two greats in the Rocky world.
we
The
did.
first one we'll talk about. I'm going to go out of timeline order here. February 14th. Elaine, what's his name? Alan or Elaine?
Elaine, I'm assuming it's Elaine Dorval, and thank you to Vincent, Lemonnier, from France for letting us know this. Go ahead.
Yeah,
Because he
Elaine.
notified us.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
Mhm.
Elaine. He was the voice, the French voice to dubbing Sly in all of his movies for
Mhm.
decades.
Yeah.
And it's weird because great sweater, by the way. I love that sweater. I looked for a sweater fit like that for decades. I finally
Yeah.
found one.
In
Yeah. Anyways,
Ireland, I'm sure.
yeah, I know.
Probably.
I got enough friends in Ireland that would have gotten me one had I not found it.
Yeah.
But so when you go and watch, like you can Google this on YouTube. Um, French versions of
Mhm.
Rocky or Rambo or
Cliffhanger, all of
Yeah,
them.
Cliffhanger,
Mhm.
and he
Yep.
does Sly's voice. So
Mhm.
it's weird because I get people on my tour from around the world that like don't really hear Sly's voice. They hear his voice. So
Right.
when I'm doing a moment from Rocky, there's no, oh, hey, yeah, you got it, right?
Yeah.
There's not, because I don't sound like that other guy who passed
Right.
away.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's so
so
interesting, right.
yeah.
Yeah.
So, anyways, hats off to that guy who was the voice of Rocky for so many
Mhm.
around the world, and
Mhm.
the one that was shocking that
Yeah.
I think made us all cry, and I'll even get choked up right now. Carl Weathers. I
Mm.
can't even believe we're
Yeah.
saying his name.
I know.
Carl Weathers. I mean, we saw Sly's post. I think a day after or later
Mhm.
that day, that he passed, February 2nd.
Yep.
Yeah, Groundhog Day, and
Yep.
so I mean, I just. I still don't know what to say about this.
I know.
It hit me so hard. We were watching the Oscars last week or 2 weeks ago, whenever it was,
Yeah.
and I just wasn't thinking that Apollo Creed died. And there in memoriam was
Right.
Apollo Creed and Predator. I mean, I could
Yep.
not believe it. There
Yeah.
he is, Grief Carly from the Star Wars on Disney. Here we
Yeah.
go. I mean, it's
Yeah.
Apollo Creed. He
Too
was so
young. Yeah.
way too young, so strong and vital. I mean, he's just a
Mhm.
mountain of a man. Not to mention, he
Mhm.
was a great actor, and he was the best
Right.
boxer. Nobody sold getting punched like Apollo Creed and Carl Weathers. I mean,
Right.
I don't know. What were you thinking when he passed, when you got the news?
I kind of I did nothing the whole day. I kind of froze. I don't it just makes you reflect that years are flying by. We're all getting older, and you gotta get in all the things that you wanna do and say all the things that you wanna say. I mean,
Yeah.
he was s I mean, I know he was, what, 76, right?
Yeah, that sounds right. Yeah.
And he no more looked 76 than the man on the moon. I couldn't
No, I know.
he seemed very strong, very youthful, and very fit, and I was stunned. I What was the official, did they say he had a heart attack?
Heart
I was
heart
uh,
heart disease was the
heart
last
disease.
thing I read.
Okay. Because it seemed rather stroke-like to me because of the suddenness of it, but, no, I was heartbroken, and just the outpouring of posts from everybody was like, we all stopped. It was like it was like the JFK moment in the Rocky verse, we just was like, "Are you kidding me?" Yeah, very sad.
Sly wrote me something very beautiful on this, and it was comparable to something he wrote me on the podcast wall. Um,
Mm,
I had sent him, condolences and so on. He said, "Thank you, Mike. The fact that he walked into our life at that last moment, the last choice, our last ditch effort to find someone who could encompass that character, but never in our wildest imagination did I ever think he could elevate it to a point that he literally became the character. He
right.
is flawless in every moment on camera. He truly became one with the soul of Creed, and I believe he was born to be appreciated and pictured in the body of that character. He made Rocky special by being a unique foe and he had quotes,
Yeah,
with
and cool.
heart, intelligence, compassion, and a childlike innocence. You know
Mhm.
that's the thing. What Sly says is that in that moment, in the movies, Carl Weathers was perfect in every scene. He
Oh,
nailed whatever
yes, he
take
did.
it. He nailed it. Nailed it.
Yes, he did. Well, he that's casting perfection, and I've said the same about Burt Young. Absolute casting perfection. They become their characters, and outside of Rocky, Anthony Hopkins is another one.
Yeah.
Can somehow morph and become
Yeah.
the character differently than just an actor acting. They literally their look
Right.
changes,
Yeah.
everything, and Carl Weathers did that for Apollo. Nobody would have done it with the charisma, that he did. Just not even close.
Well, I'll tell you, March. So
Mm,
February left. February, I had my second round of pneumonia, but then it wasn't nearly as bad as the first round. So then we're all
mhm,
better.
mhm,
And so now March hits us. So we had planned to come back a little bit earlier, but well, your mom's hip, right?
mhm,
So
mhm,
she's making good progress. So I'm so glad to hear that. But
mhm,
a couple of things happened for me. So I was fortunate enough. We've all made friends in this rocky bubble, but I've stayed very, very close with Sean O'Donnell and Irene Graven out
mm.
there in Ireland.
I love them.
And I talk to these guys a couple times a week. I really just throw messages just to check in with them. We have a lot of similar interests. We have some
Right.
similar friends and so on. So, these two are so kind that they had sent me a care package of some very interesting signs and things that I tried posting them the other day, but Instagram said that I had infringement rights. So they took my video down, and I didn't want to get anybody in trouble. So I have them here, and I will try to get this out secretively on Instagram, but I don't know what happened. Anyways,
Huh.
I just want to give a big personal shout out to Sean and Irene. I
Mm.
adore you two so very much. Uh,
Yeah.
I've only known you guys 2 or 3 years, but you've become closer with me than people I've known for 40 years. So
Mhm.
please just keep being my friend, please.
I know.
I
I love them.
appreciate that. I do. What else we had? I lost my aunt this month. My
Yeah.
mom's sister, my Aunt Marion, she passed away. And so we were dealing with that, which kind of was, it's a little hard to deal with, when you have to say goodbye to family and, watch my mom
Yeah.
struggle saying goodbye to her sister. So
Yeah.
the good thing is that I'm very close with my cousins, and especially my cousin Lynn. She's
Mhm.
kind of like a sister I never had.
Okay.
And so we are very close, not only just the holidays, but throughout the year. Her and her
Right.
husband, Gib, are very close with the family. And I got to see my other cousins who I don't see, Amy, Judy, and Kenny. I don't often see them that much, but we got caught up, after the funeral. And then, of course, we had St. Patrick's Day. Now, if you're a fan of The Office, there is in season 2, there's a theme that goes, there ain't no party like a Scranton party because the Scranton party don't stop. So there ain't no party like a Kunda party, right? Now, my brother has this beautiful pub he built in his house. And we do karaoke. Sometimes we don't do, we just start singing to songs that are playing, whatever. We really get into it. And
Yep.
it's not as much alcohol as you would think. That some alcohol is involved, but not as much. So, anyways, I sent you 2 videos that I thought might show what
Yes.
it's like at our house. So if you want to play the first one and then we'll talk about it for a second, we'll play the second one. And
Okay, here we go.
On the floor you hear the happy sounds of a carousel. Ooh, you can almost taste the hot dogs in the french fries as they sell. Under the boardwalk, down by the sea, yeah. On a blanket with my baby is where I'll be.
So awesome,
I
you guys.
love this.
I love
So
you guys.
I'd gone next door to my parents. I don't know, I forgot something, probably my sleeping pill or my asthma medication, something pathetic. So as I was coming back, I open up the back door and I hear them singing to Under the Boardwalk, which is one of my father's favorite songs. And so I'm like, oh, this is too good. Phone, record, gotta get
Come with
this.
me, right?
Yes, exactly. Because this is what we do in the modern age now. We're all influencers. So I
Right.
thought we get a kick out of that. So that's just some of it. And then we have this other one, which, well, go ahead. In the jungle, the mighty jungle. Not yet. Look at the phones. The mighty jungle, the lion sleeps tonight. Yeah, that was 2 videos I sent you of 14. Okay.
Oh.
Yeah, we did the Gambler, Kenny Rogers, the Gambler, Islands in the Stream. At one point, I think there was Eye of the Tiger, but we didn't film it. So there's a lot of great. I don't know who know. By that point, some of the booze had kicked in.
Oh, God. I love you. I love how much fun you guys have. You don't see that in a lot of families.
Yeah, that's the thing
You guys have a
is,
lot of fun. Yeah.
when you get when you have a passing in the family, it really hits you. Not that I mean, I'm always aware of the clock is ticking, so I try to maximize my time with my family when I'm in. I really do. As a matter of fact, we have this one picture. I think I sent you the last picture. This was just this past after my aunt's funeral. We, you see, I guess I should back up because people are going to think, well, St. Patrick's Day was just the other day. Yes, but in Scranton, it was March 9th was the Scranton parade. So that's when that's when St. Patrick's Day is celebrated. It's like a week before. So we went in. That's where all the craziness, when the singing and all that. Now the following week, my aunt passes away, and so we have this pit. It was much more sedated on after the wake. We went back to my brother's house and we had not as many drinks, and we were just catching up on just everything and anything, and just being together. So this picture kind of shows a lot too.
That's great. That's a beautiful picture. I love that.
There you go. There you go.
All right, folks. I see so many people. Jason, Mikey D, Joe Chulo, Joe M, Dan, Daniel. Oh, D Kerp. Yes. How are you? Austin, I see you. Kirsty. Oh my God. How are you? Okay. We have to let Europe go first. Oh my gosh.
I would say definitely let Europe go first.
Matt. All right. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So that's you and I. So
let's go with the UK first. Totally. I don't want to abuse their. No, only listen. There's not so much favorites. Okay. Right. Although I do have my favorites. Hi, Kirsty. Hi, Sean and Irene. I have my favorites, but I love everybody. But honestly, anybody's going first just from the UK, just because it's late. So, Stacy, whoever you want to let in.
All right, let's start with Kirsty Strain. Here we go, bringing in our guest. Where is she?
Hello.
Hey, honey, how are you? How are you? Thank you for doing this.
I know it's almost midnight here, but I thought, and I don't want to hog it because I've been on here twice and I love you guys so much. And I don't want to hog the space, but I just thought I had to come on and say hello and just spread my love to you guys. So that's it. That's all I wanted to do. That's all I wanted to do was stay up late and say, I love you guys. Happy 100.
Thank you.
Thank you for giving me the time and space that you gave me over the 2 episodes that I was on, and for all the support that you've given me out west,
Oh, well, everything you spread, you're nothing but positivity. So everything you spread is
you're like the opposite of COVID. Okay.
Right.
Exactly.
Yes. You were like anti-COVID love. Okay. So I haven't said this in a little while. I don't even know if I said it on either one of your episodes, but a while back, Kirsty had come to Philly to take a tour. And I remember we met at the 30th Street train station, I think, right? So I don't know why. I I thought Kirsty was like 9 feet tall. I don't know. I thought she was very, very tall. And so I'm just standing by this big winged angel statue, and I'm just waiting for who I don't really know all that much about. I'm just coming over, and I think that kind of looks like the girl I seen online. I wonder if that's her. Well, she's too tiny. Kirsty, you're like this tiny little bird. That's just the sweetest, tiniest thing. She's so petite. She's so petite. She really is. But she has the biggest heart of anyone that I've ever met on these tours. She is phenomenal, and it's us that should be thanking you that you have accepted us into your heart, into your time. I mean, look what you're doing. You're taking time right now. Kirsty, we love you. We love and adore you. Swear to God.
Yeah.
We do.
For everyone watching, go follow this beautiful young lady because you're doing nothing but goodness. Really, you really are you're bringing people into their own voice, and you do it in such a very sensitive way. And I'm always impressed by anything you post. I'm like, oh, she's wonderful.
She is.
Yeah.
By the way, just side note, is this how you look every night at this time?
Right.
You look brilliant.
Come on, I'm in my jammies and everything.
Really? All right.
All right,
is it oil of Olay? Is it olive oil?
It's backlighting. It's ring lights. I got ring lights.
You're an actress. Yes, of course you know these things. Kirsty, thank you so much. I absolutely adore you. I do. I swear.
Thank you. Thank you. I'm going to go get some sleep, but I'm sending tons of love from Scotland and all the love to everyone else that comes on and speaks to you this evening.
Thank you. Talk to you soon.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
You know, I get so excited. I feel like I'm Forrest Gump with her. Remember when Forrest Gump sees Lieutenant Dan? Lieutenant Dan! That's how I feel sometimes. Just because she's such a good-natured human being.
She is.
All right. We got anybody else?
Austin Gomes coming in.
Hey.
Bam, Austin.
Hey.
There he is.
What's going on?
What up, hubby?
What's going on?
How are you doing? Now you
I'm
sent
doing
us
great.
a picture. Tell me about this picture. Hold on, let me find it.
I didn't even know that this picture was in the archive somewhere. My sister sent it
Damn.
to me. Look at
What is
that. I'm
this?
the young gentleman, the short one in the front. And that's my brother and sister.
That's
Adorable.
awesome.
I
How
think
did
we're at a
you?
Planet Hollywood because,
You're definitely at a Planet Hollywood,
right.
but it's not New York and it's not Atlantic City because that's where they had the row. But I know they moved them around. I see the
Right.
palm tree in the back. Was that like Florida or LA?
It had to have been LA. It had to have been California because that's where we grew up mostly. I'd have to ask my sister because I barely remember this, but there it is.
Were you ever down in San Diego at that age?
Yeah, I mean, we were all over California, so it had to have been somewhere out there, I would imagine. I'll find out.
Yeah, let me know because that's a great shot. That's the Rocky III robe, the Rocky III gloves, the gold gloves. I mean, just phenomenal. How you been, my friend?
I'm good. Yeah, just like the last person you had, I just wanted to say that, this has been just a really positive space. And my dad passed away recently, and that was really hard.
Oh.
And it's just good to have a space like this where everybody's so positive and I don't have to deal with the realities of real life all the time. You know what I mean?
Yeah, totally.
So just a deep thank you from the bottom of my heart that you guys created something like this, because I don't think that you guys really know the full extent that a lot of us really do appreciate you. And I think
Thank you.
Maybe sometimes you don't really know the full extent, but we really do appreciate it.
Thank you.
You know, Austin, one of the problems that I've had that a few people have tried to help me with is knowing your value as a human being in this rocky world. Because I do it every day, but I do it all the time. I've done it since I was 11 years old. It's like an extension of myself. So I don't always see maybe what it means. So when I hear someone accomplished like yourself, when I hear someone like yourself who has took life and shook it and owned it and altered and changed it, your words go right to my heart. So thank you, my friend. I appreciate that.
For sure.
Thanks for popping in. I am so sorry. We're doing about 2 minutes each person. We have so many people waiting. Thank you, Austin. We'll
Keep
talk
punching,
soon.
Austin.
Keep punching, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.
I'm going to pick someone we've not talked to. How about Matt Cotignola? Did I say that right, Matt?
Yeah, not too bad. Not too bad.
Matt, how are you?
I'm good. I'm good. Congratulations to you both. Episode 100. What a milestone and what an honor it is to be talking with both of you today. Stacy, it's nice to meet you. And Mike,
nice to meet
I was honored to have taken the tour with Mike, with my brothers and my boys, my nephews. And
did I send you the book yet? The picture of the book? I didn't. Oh, Jesus. Matt, do me a favor. Stacy, long story short.
Okay.
Matt's a teacher, right, Matt? History teacher. Right. And I told Matt I was reading a book that had really opened up my eyes to a few facts about the world that we live in. And I wanted Matt's take on it. And I thought I sent it to him, and then I didn't hear back from him on it. And then that was it. I thought, well, he forgot about me. He's probably busy.
How could we forget about you, Mike? You kidding?
I don't know.
Nobody forgets Mike.
Trust me, my 5th grade teacher, I thought forgot about me. Nope. She used to talk to my mother all the time. Miss Magnata. She just passed away like not that long ago. And I said to my mother, oh, she was so mean to me in school. And she goes, really? She goes, because my mother used to work in a bank. She'd come into the bank and I'd see her all the time. And she'd always ask about you and I said nice, wonderful things. And I go, well, maybe she was senile when she got older. But anyway, so I got to send, I want to send him this picture of this book so we can look at it. So Matt,
I'm writing it down. Yes.
Thank you. So she's going to remind me, Matt, text message me. Just let me know. Maybe you texted before and I lost it. I don't know what happened. Text message me again.
No,
please,
absolutely.
buddy.
Absolutely. Will do. Yeah, no, but it's an honor. And I just love this show and love what you guys are doing for all the Rocky fans out there, giving everybody a platform, but even just to hear the inside stories and to get
Yeah.
pictures of your Rocky walls. I love seeing the Rocky
Oh.
collections out there.
Thanks.
Stacy's is
Thank you.
amazing. She is
Oh,
really coming together, and she's
it's
got some of the,
growing.
she's got some phenomenal stuff on that back wall. I
Thank
gotta
you.
love it. You gotta
Matt,
love
I
it.
want to see you. I want to see your LinkedIn store and LinkedIn. Where's my brain? Yeah, our LinkedIn link tree. Pardon me. Go ahead and send in your form. Did you fill out a form to be a guest? I would love to have you as a guest. You must have a Rocky story if you're a Rocky fan.
Oh,
Yeah, he sure does.
Yeah, I've got 2 boys that are Rocky fanatics. My youngest boy's on the opposite side of this camera right now, doing one-arm push-ups, trying to
Nice.
train. And as a teacher, it's a part of the fabric of everything that I do,
Yeah,
whether it
yeah.
be
Nice.
exercise, whether it be being a father, being a
Mhm.
husband. I proposed to my wife saying I was, wondering if you wouldn't mind marrying me too much.
Okay.
All right,
And,
Matt, you gotta save this, Matt. We gotta get you on the podcast.
Yes.
All right.
You gotta
You're-
go
I'm gonna bug
fill
you.
out the form, and we gotta get you on because we need
So-
time to explore this.
I
Yes.
will reach out to you through text
Thank
with that
you.
for that book. But God bless you both, and congrats to
Thank
100
you.
more episodes.
Yeah,
100
heck
more.
yeah.
All righty.
Thanks, Matt.
All righty.
Keep
Take
punching.
care. Bye. Thank you.
Bye. All right.
Matt's a great guy.
Awesome. Oh, what
Great
a
guy. Great
sweetheart.
tour we had.
Yeah. All right. Now, let's see. I'm going to go to Dan and his 2 boys, Daniel and Carter. Do I have that right? How you doing? Look at these 2 cuties who Sly saw them on Rocky Day, didn't he? You were there.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. How was that? Were you guys excited when you saw him? That must have been so fun.
Speak
Yeah.
up.
you guys are a little shy, huh? That's
That's
okay.
This
That's
is our-
okay.
I always just love to see your name and you're always liking and commenting. And I want to thank you. I so appreciate that so much.
Unfortunately, like when you guys first started out, I didn't really know too much, and now that I started getting into it a little bit more and getting the kids into it, we've been
Yeah.
following you guys and watching you more and more, and you guys
Aw.
do a fantastic job.
Thank you so much for
Thanks
following
for
and
coming in, Dan.
just being so supportive.
Absolutely.
Meeting you and talking with you in Philly was absolutely great. Hanging out in front of the theater before, what was it, Rocky versus Drago, I think, right?
No, for the Netflix
Oh,
series.
the Netflix thing.
Yeah.
Was
Oh,
it
okay.
that? Wow. It seemed like it was back, like it was 10 years ago.
Right.
Jesus. And you took a tour too at one point.
I took you. My wife got me your tour for my birthday.
Right. Right. And
Nice.
who of
Happy
the
Ra-
2 sitting there, who did the Lego Man?
This one. Daniel.
Ah, well
Nice.
done. I got it right over there on my shelf in the corner. It's behind the heavyweight championship belt. So I see it every day. And I want to thank you, my friend. Seriously, keep punching it. Oh, he speaks.
All right, guys, we're going to move on to the next one. Thanks for popping in.
Keep doing what you're doing. Great
Thanks.
job.
Thank you, my friend. Take care.
Thank
Love the
you.
shirt.
Love you guys.
Love you. Keep punching. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Oh my God, they're so cute. I can't even
They're
take them away.
adorable.
All right, we're going over to Jason Knight. He was the first one to pop on. Let's bring him. Jason, hey, honey, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. Happy belated birthday, Mr. St. Patrick's Day birthday boy.
That's
How
right.
about that? My
Yep.
God.
Me and Kurt Russell.
Yeah,
Here,
that's
we're
Oh,
right.
together.
cool.
Snake Plissken.
That's right. I'm good, but you guys are awesome. So
Aw.
congratulations on
Thank you.
100 episodes. I'm honored to be part of the group and the Rocky community, as we say. And it's you guys are doing a fantastic job. And
Thank you.
it's just I just wanted to pop in here and just say congratulations, because I was just prepping a live show myself for tonight.
Mhm.
So
Mhm.
I just wanted to say congratulations and all that, and I hope you've been well. And Mike, I'm glad to see you feeling better.
Mhm.
Oh, me too.
Yeah.
I was sweating bullets. And, thank you for the kind words, because from one podcaster to another, that means a lot, because
Yeah.
you know what Stacy and I have to go through. You know the level that Stacy commits herself to all of this, because you have to do that yourself.
Mhm.
And it's not like you have a stupid co-host that shows up telling stupid old stories. You have to do it all, right?
Yeah,
So-
he does.
Yeah, he does. So you
Yeah.
can appreciate what Stacy has to go through. So, my friend, thank you for chiming in. We appreciate it and all that you do.
Yeah. And I do appreciate your help, Jason. You've helped me with a lot of things, a lot of ideas.
Oh,
a
yeah.
lot, yeah, lots of
That's
cool
what
stuff.
that's what I'm here for. That's what
Yeah.
I like to anybody. I got people asking me all the time, "How'd you do this? How'd you do
How'd
that?"
you do
I'm
that?
glad to,
Yeah.
because I have become knowledgeable to a certain extent.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
And,
have.
unfortunately, I reviewed every Rocky movie. I've almost done every watch party. So I'm like, what do I do next? And
Yeah.
I'm going to give you guys an idea right now that
Yeah.
I've been thinking of. We need to do a table read
Okay.
for the original Rocky.
Oh my
So
gosh, that would be so
you
awesome.
can play Adrian, Mike can play
Okay.
Rocky, I can play Mickey. You get a bunch of people together and do a complete script read through of
Nice.
Rocky.
That would be
Nice.
fun.
Tell me that wouldn't be fun.
That
I
would
like
be
it.
incredible.
I
That would
love
be
it.
incredible.
Good idea.
I love that. That works. You know what you can do? You can go through the Stallone family show and you can critique the show. There's like 20 episodes now.
Yeah,
right?
the wife and I finished it on Sunday, the second season.
Oh,
Okay.
really?
And something floored me when I watched it. When Stallone said, "We don't know anybody in Florida. I don't know how this is going to fit." I go, "Wow. This is the same problems that everybody else has." And I'm
Yeah.
going, I
Yeah, when
turned
they
to my
move,
wife.
right? Yeah.
Yeah, I turned to my wife and said, I was just thinking, like, you're Sylvester Stallone. What do you mean you don't know anybody? And then it dawned on me, and like, he has his 3 or 4 people. His
Yeah.
Dolph Lundgren, Arnold, Al Pacino, Henry
Yeah,
Winkler,
right?
and he doesn't allow anybody else in, really.
Yeah.
That's
And
it.
It's a good point.
I go, that's me.
I know.
We all have our circle, but he has the same fears and anxieties that everybody else would have. They talk about the same stuff that every other marriage would be talking about.
Yeah. Jason, that's
you know
what
what I
you
mean?
got to do. That's what's up next for you. You got to do that. You got to do either a live watch, a rewatch, or you got to critique them. Jason, I want to thank you so much for signing in. You are absolutely the man.
Thank you. Everyone watching, he is at Backtrack Cinema. Go check him out. Gosh, movie reviews on everything. And I just want to say your editing. I love your editing. We need to talk more about that. But thank you for joining.
Yeah.
Keep punching, my dear. I'll talk to you soon.
You too.
Go,
Alrighty.
Jason Voorhees.
See ya.
Goodbye.
Bye.
All right. We got anybody from the UK yet?
Let's take a look at my UK folks. I don't have UK, so I'm going to go in order. So Mikey D is up next. Come on. Hey, there he is. Oh, look at that.
Thunderlips is here in the flesh, baby.
Baby.
Hey, guys.
How you doing? Nice to see you.
It is nice to see you guys. Mike, it's nice to see you, and also nice to see you feeling better. It's great to
Thanks,
be
buddy.
on here. And Stacy, thanks for letting me in. I appreciate it. I know you're jumping all around. I've just been taking my time here while I was waiting to send some pictures through the Instagram chat. I sent them to the Rocky Files. Pictures of me and Mike, pictures of me and Philly. Anything you want to use for any of your purposes.
I will. Thank you.
And of course, thank you for promoting the Dirty Ugly Wrestling podcast. When I was on your show, episode 24, we're still going strong. And episode 100, just excellent. Thank you. And Mike, I keep sending people to your tour.
Thank you.
Absolutely. They keep telling me the dates that I want. It's like, dude, he'll work around you. Like, he'll do it anytime.
Yeah.
And people have loved it.
Let him know I do book like 4.5 or 5 months in advance.
Right.
I tell them. Yeah,
I will definitely work with them as we go. If they can get in that window, yeah, absolutely. Because that's the thing. You know, like, I love talking to Rocky fans. It's the one subject that I'm well versed in and that I will talk forever and ever and ever about it. Just ask my family. I bore them to death with it.
That's not boring at all. I love it. I'm going to take the tour again just so we can get 3 more hours of Rocky talk time.
Yes. So I've already told you level 1 stories. Then I got level 2 stories that we can go into.
I got to take the level 2 tour, the 3 tour,
I
the
know.
4 tour.
Yeah, let's take it. DEFCON 5, baby.
You got it. And I just filled out the submission form. I know you guys know who I am, but I filled it out again because I'd love to be a guest on your show again. So we could talk family Stallone. We could talk Rocky Balboa. We could talk whatever you want.
Cool.
You got to
Sounds
open
great.
up again with Thunder Lips. I loved it.
Oh, you know what I'll do? I'll get in there. It's like, Thunder Lips is here in the flesh, baby. I'm not done yet. Not for the meatball. It's all fake, meatball. All fake. You know, and I'll certainly talk about, I'll put it in the chat too. WrestleMania 40 is going to be in Philadelphia in a couple of weeks. I can't wait to be there. Muhammad Ali is actually getting inducted into the WWE Hall of Fame.
Oh, nice.
And I have a feeling Sylvester Stallone, with it, he loves the WWE and they love him. So I have a feeling he's going to have something to do with that event. I don't know what it is.
Never know.
I want the whole stage to be the Rocky Steps and the Liberty Bell, and
Yep.
I want it all. And
take pictures, take videos, so when we get you on, we can have a first-hand account of what's happened. Mikey D, Thunderlips, thank you so much.
Thanks so
for
much.
tuning in.
Keep
you
punching.
got it. And we could take a quick Polaroid. I'll be okay with that. You know, sometimes charity really hurts. I tell you that.
That's my line.
That's your line.
Thanks, Mike.
And my line is, thank you very much. Congratulations. Love you guys.
Thank you, buddy.
Thanks.
Love you back.
Love you. Bye-bye. All right. So, and next coming up, we have Joe Chiolo, Joe Menjaracina, Colin Hall, Tim, Mikey G, Melissa, and Brian. That's who we have waiting, and that's the order we're going to go in. Joe
Got it.
Chulo. Joe, am I saying your name? Make it official.
Cholo, close enough.
Cholo. Okay. Joe Cholo. How are you, honey? What are you doing?
Pretty good, guys. Great to see you. Thanks for having me on your special show.
Absolutely.
You know,
send us a text.
I just want to step up and say something very masculine here. Nobody wears a forehead like you, my friend.
A forehead?
You have
Nice.
no. Wait a minute.
Is that a good thing? I don't know.
No, that's a perfect thing. I've just noticed you up close on my screen, just how perfectly symmetrical your head is.
Man.
No, I have to coif my hair because I have a dent on my one side. My father, one time, he come home from a Christmas party, dropped me on the radiator, those old steel radiators in the house,
Really?
dented my head, so I have a thing here. But you, Stacy, is it me or is he not the most symmetrical looking person?
You know what? Now that you say it, this is the most random comment, but he does have a symmetrical head.
I'm
Oh
telling
my
you.
God. Joe, go ahead. How are you?
Amazing. You know, I can't say that I had forehead on my bingo card for tonight, but you know,
Right.
I love the surprises. So thank you for the compliment, Mike. I'm doing great. Really good to see you guys. And I know that, you know, you're short on time. You need to get to a lot of people. So I just wanted to congratulate you on episode number 100. This is a tremendous achievement by both of you and what you've done over the last few years with this. And I know that, you know, Stacy, you had a couple lives during the hiatus, and a couple times you'd suggested that, you know, you guys were hoping to sort of land the big guy for episode 100. And I know that, you know, it hasn't worked out yet. And I could hear sort of a twinge of disappointment sometimes in your voice. But what I want to say is, don't be disappointed. Be patient. You guys are really just hitting your stride with this show, and you've done so much already with the podcast. And I think that there are really great things coming for this podcast down the road. And you've been so patient and so kind with your work and your time that that good things are coming your way. And I think that everything that you dreamed that this podcast could be, it'll be that and more. One thing you guys have done that is truly spectacular is that you've transformed the idea of being a Rocky fandom to a Rocky community. And that's not something that is so easily done. That takes a lot of hard work. It takes a lot of, you know, good intentions, good personality, all the ingredients that both you guys bring to the table. And it's why you're so, you know, well loved by thousands of people all over the world. Those are facts in terms of the admiration for you guys. So what I wanted to do was raise a cup in your honor.
Aww.
And it's not just any cup, Mike Kunda. This cup right
I don't
here.
have mine tonight.
It's okay, Mike. I will carry it for you tonight. I got this cup probably sometime last summer after taking the tour with you in May of 2023. And, you know, I have this cup because you're a role model of mine, Mike. And I know that you usually have this cup with you, you know, during your lives. It's a ubiquitous piece of non-Rocky memorabilia that's always with you.
That's great.
But it's a reminder to me of, you know, both you and everything that you are all about, Mike, and you too, Stacy, by extension, with your camaraderie and your amazing partnership with Mike. So congrats on 100 episodes and best wishes
Thank you, my
for
friend.
100 more.
100 more. Gendon.
Awesome. Thank you, Joe. That was so awesome. I always love listening to you. You just speak so beautifully and so sensitively. So thank you.
My pleasure. And I got a great forehead apparently on top of it all.
Right?
Are you kidding me? I mean, yeah, if you've ever seen Walter Skinner on the X-Files, this guy puts him to shame. I'm telling you. It's just absolutely brilliant. Joe, I thank you so very much. I thank you for your consigliere-ism. I guess that's a word I just made up. Over the last couple of months. I appreciate your advice. I appreciate everything you've given us to the show as a fan to the Rocky community. And I just appreciate your support, because when I go on a live and there's like 4 people there and they're sleeping and I see you come on, even though it's the New England Patriots, you got to change that, Joe. It's so horrific. It just reminds me of Brady, but whatever. I just love knowing you're behind that logo, and from my heart to yours, and including Stacy, we love you, Joe. Thank you.
Love you, Joe. Thank you.
Love you guys too.
Take it easy. Keep punching, honey.
All right. Talk to you soon.
Bye.
Bye bye.
All right. Joe Mangiaracina.
Hey,
honey.
There he is.
How you doing? Nice to see you, this handsome guy. How you doing?
Too. I have missed you guys so much over the last couple of months.
Well, that's funny because we missed you.
We miss you guys.
Good to hear. Good to hear.
We miss you.
Yeah, I just want to say, listen, congratulations on an epic 100, podcast. It's unbelievable. I sent to Stacy a message, the little podcast that could.
You sure did.
Right.
Started off small. I have
to
be honest.
I think I can.
Yeah.
I think I can. Yeah, right.
I mean, this has grown into something amazing. And I honestly, when you guys started, I wasn't sure where it was going. I didn't get it at first.
Right.
But man, do I get it now? And I feel like it's like therapy for Rocky fans. You know how
I agree.
When they talk about people going to therapy, how you can relate that other people have similar, circumstances to you. I don't think anybody probably imagined the impact that this movie and this character has had on so many people around the world. And it feels great to be part of that community. It really does. It really does. I have to say, after my episode, even my own family members had no idea how this had touched me personally until they watched the podcast.
Really?
Yeah. So, I mean, it's even, it's made an impression on my family, and they get it now. They never got it before. They just thought I was a crazy guy who liked to watch Rocky. So
I'm glad they get it. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Joe, I'm so glad that you had said that, because, for the longest time, it was so difficult for me to find friends in this world. I mean, this is, you and I, we grew up at a time, Stacy as well, we grew up in a time where there was no internet. You didn't have a home computer. There was no social media, Instagram, whatever. We couldn't hear Stallone's daily thoughts, right?
Right.
So now we get all that, but my God, we would have killed for this community especially when I was struggling in 1983, 1985, I was struggling to fit in. I was so self-conscious. So this community, this feeling, it's almost like familia. It's something that I think means the world to all of us, and to have someone like yourself, that means the world to me. And I truly want to thank you for taking time out of your night tonight, and coming here and talking to me and Stacy. Stacy, don't you just love Joe?
Love him. So sweet. Always so sincere. Just
I wouldn't have missed it. Wouldn't have missed it for the world.
Thank you. Thanks for joining us, Joe. Loved your
Congratulations
episode.
And
thank
keep
you.
Punching.
Keep punching.
My friend. Keep punching.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
All right. Colin Hall. Hey, how are you? Nice
there
to
he
see
is.
you.
100. Oh my God.
Thank you.
100.
Are we that old?
We're that old.
Just keep punching, Apollo. So I want to say something here. 3 things I want to say. That's number 1. He has got his shirt is discontinued. So his shirt is a collector's item. Okay. That is going to go for big money in the future. Okay. It's discontinued. Number 2, the ribbon. Is that the one from overseas?
Oh, yes. This
Yeah.
is 6 marathons.
There it is. He sent me pictures. I'm going to be posting this, Colin. Tell us about that.
Yeah, Colin,
medal.
please give us
awesome.
a shortened thing on this. How'd you get this?
Okay, it took me 7 years. There's 6 world major marathons to complete, and it took me 7 years, and I just completed my last one in Tokyo.
Amazing.
So a lot of training, a lot of time, a lot of money. And funny enough, I had 2 kind of rocky incidents in Tokyo happen to me.
Really?
I was at mile 20, just struggling, thinking, what am I doing out here? And I look around, I see this little Asian man on a flute, and he was playing Gonna Fly Now over and over.
No way.
And it kind of gave me a little boost. And he playing
that's amazing.
That's not a mistake. Yeah.
And then at the expo, I wore my Rocky Apollo training shirt, and I got a lot of comments on that, and Carl Weathers and everything.
Yeah,
so,
of course.
You know, Rocky is just everywhere. Every country you go, it's amazing. You guys are amazing.
Wow.
Everything you guys do, you're like, I echo what Joe said. You guys are like therapy, even though you're not licensed therapists. Like, you should have a degree or something, because you've helped so many people. You've helped me. They really should do a movie about all these people you have on your
show.
I mean, they are amazing people. So you guys are inspirational, and I'm just so glad you guys are here. And I consider Mike a brother from another mother.
You know, Colin, I think
like Bruce. I got Bruce here.
Bruce, we both are aligned with certain issues that are going on in our country. We're very aligned there.
You
and
are.
so, you know, the thing is, first of all, I have to say this. I'm going to take a few extra seconds here. You know, you ran that. It was 20 miles you ran? 26 miles. Stacy, I don't know if you know this. He ran that in a kimono. I don't know if you know that. He was the flashiest. And then he showed up and he goes, oh, I'm not supposed to wear the robe?
A little chafing, not bad.
A little chafing. That's it. That's why they make powder. No. And so I want to say one, I probably am the most proud of you in the physical realm in this Rocky neighborhood where we know people, because you are so dedicated with your running. When I saw you, I watched a bunch of your videos that you had posted, and you enjoyed every ounce of your time over there. I could tell that right off the bat. But I watched your running stride. You have a very cool movie running stride. Like, there are some actors shouldn't run, like Kevin Bacon. By the way, Google Kevin Bacon can't run. It's a hysterical video. You, my friend, can run. And number 2, I want to say, above your head, above Stacy's, mine right back there, we all have the punch. I love that. I love that.
And this is the hockey run that I did.
Look at that.
Nice.
When I took your tour, I did the Rocky. I was able to do your tour all in one weekend.
Man.
And it was just an awesome weekend. And it was cool meeting you. And you took me around to all the sites. And it's just an unforgettable trip. And the things you guys do for people is, I don't think y'all realize what all you do for people.
Oh, thank you.
That's getting a little clearer after tonight.
Yeah,
Colin, I want to, number 1, I want to say publicly, I love you, my friend.
Love you too.
Definitely. I appreciate that. Thank you for taking time out of your night to come here and just kind of chat with us. Until we see you again, my friend.
I'll be back for your tour probably this year. So
beautiful.
Oh, nice.
One day too. So
I can't wait. Let's go to dinner after.
I think we should have just a big Rocky party in Philly. Just everybody on the show, just meet.
Wouldn't that be great?
Yep.
Yeah.
And you brought up a great idea. We should do a TV show, like a reality show with people that have taken the tour, get them to come back in, film that, right, and put it out there. I don't know. There's got to be like 9 people that'll watch it. That's enough for a network to make money. Colin, we got to go. But listen, love you, buddy. Keep punching.
Keep punching. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
All right, we're going to go in this order. We have I'm going to go Mikey G. Then I'm going to go to Irene and Sean. And then I'm going to come back to Melissa. Okay. Mikey G with Brooklyn. Here we go. Hey, how are you? How you
Hello
doing?
there. What's going
Hey,
on?
Mikey G in Brooklyn. Hi, Brooklyn. Hi.
How are you doing, sweetheart?
Say hi. You had a bunch of things you wanted to say.
Brooklyn, what's on your mind, honey? She wants to go back to bed.
Where's Rocky?
Where's Rocky?
Where's
We're wondering
Rocky?
the same thing.
Okay, so here's what I have. You're so cute. So here's something I haven't told a lot of people, okay? I have this little thing. It's my golden tickets. Did you ever see Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory?
You see Willy Wonka?
No.
Oh my God. You have got to have your mother and father sit you down and watch Gene Wilder's Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. There's a little thing about a golden ticket. So you see this right here? This is my golden wrapped questions for Sly. Okay. They're that thick and I'm ready for them. So
Yes.
You never know, Brooklyn. You never know. Make sure you turn out and watch this next week. How are you feeling, Brooklyn?
How you feeling?
Good.
Good.
Doing okay.
Well, you look absolutely gorgeous. You do.
So we're actually in at the hospital.
Okay.
Was not aware about of this extremely important episode. I feel naked. I have not one piece of Rocky clothing with me. I live 2 hours from here.
You got the cross on, and that's Rocky too.
I do. I got the fake Rolex. You want to have a good time? You need a good watch.
You need a good watch.
So, anyways, but I'm like, you know what? She had to do her medicine, and I'm like, she's gonna be awake. You know what? Let me log on and let you guys be able to meet Brooklyn and the entire Rocky universe, who've been so extremely grateful for everybody's support. And but this is what this podcast brings. It brings so many different Rocky fanatics and just human beings together.
Yeah.
And, sit in the green room and just listening to a lot of these stories. Once again, and just extremely grateful for both you guys. And I just thought it'd be fun for Brooklyn to be on her first ever podcast.
Absolutely.
She's gonna be on a podcast. It's gonna be with Mike and Stacy.
Awesome.
This is so phenomenal. So you said one thing, and I want to just touch on this very quickly. You said what we do is important. I want to add to that. It's all relative. What you're doing is a little more important. We love you. We love Brooklyn. We love your wife, Mikey G. Brooklyn. Keep punching until we get you on the podcast together again.
You got it. What do you
For
say?
sure. Hang
Bye,
in there. You're doing
Brooklyn.
good.
You said
Bye,
bye?
Brooklyn. Love you, sweetheart. We'll talk soon.
Love you guys. Thanks again. Keep
Thanks,
punching.
buddy.
I'll see you at 101.
You got it.
All right, guys. Thanks.
Bye. All right. We're going to go over to Ireland because these poor folks in Europe, it's the middle of the night.
It's late. Hello.
Guys. Hey.
My God, how are you doing? Long time no see.
Aaron Gobra.
Ireland forever.
So in America, we have a saying here that is somewhat Irish. It's something we say daily, Aaron Gobralis. So these are the things that we love.
Say what?
Oh, he just the randomness of the day is.
Listen, I am so happy you two are. I just got done earlier before we had everybody in the waiting room. I was talking with Stacy about two of my closest confidants on the planet, which is you two. And so I did a whole thing. You'll see it Thursday, the 21st. You'll see me blithering on about the two of you and how much I love and adore you. But I really appreciate, and I know Stacy is, I know I can speak for Stacy on this. We appreciate you staying up so late because you do have work in the morning. I know it's been, the cold is going around. Not everyone feels 100%. So for you guys to take some time, how are you both?
Yeah, we're good.
We are good. Yeah. Do you know what? what I love is what I absolutely love is the podcast. It's like when it's off the air, something is missing in our lives.
Yeah.
It's
Right?
just not the same. It's just
Wow.
there's something missing. And Sean said, you know, we might have a chance to go in there. I said, what? I said, oh my God, we set our alarms, fetch work, we do that in the morning. We might work, we do that in the morning. So delighted now to have have the honor to, you know, to have this connection
Aw.
there. Yeah, so thank you guys so much.
Yeah, it's
Thank you.
oh yeah, we said we're not gonna miss the chance to go on for the 100th episode, you know. It is, as Irene said, it's something I look forward to watching every Friday or Saturday. And the time that you've been gone, even though I've kept in contact with the both of you individually, we've really, really missed it. And it's like, I think what was it Joe or Colin said, it's kind of like a bit of therapy as well.
Thank you.
And it is the #1 Rocky podcast out there.
Yay!
Always.
You're
Always.
Listen,
yeah,
so let me just cut in here for a minute, okay?
Uh-oh. All right. Be good.
So, Sean and Irene are one of the kindest couples on the planet. They
Facts.
are
Yes.
incredibly giving, and they're kind, empathetic, generous. They're great listeners, but they're also a little biased. So I will take their bias, saying that we are the best podcast. I will take that with so much love, and that to me is a very high honor, because I know Stacy loves and adore you guys.
Both
and
of you so much. Yes.
I have had the privilege of doing a bunch of video calls with you over the last 2 years, 2.5, 3 years. And I want to say, so everybody knows it here, I love the both of you so much. You are two of my closest friends, and I thank you so very much.
And we love the both of
100%
you.
true. Yeah.
Oh, I know.
We do love the both of you very much.
Absolutely.
You know, it's like being able to reach out to the both of you, you know, being able to reach out to Stacy, and she knows what I'm talking about, a few months ago. And it's something I was in a bad way about. And
okay,
I was sitting there on a Sunday afternoon, and I was like, who am I going to talk to? And I said, I'll message Stacy. And God love her, she came back with all this information. You know, she explained to me about this certain thing that was going on for Irene and I, and it eased my mind, because I was in a bad way that Sunday when I contacted her. I was in a really bad way. So, you know, it's I think it's been a blessing to meet the two of you, to connect with the two of you.
Thank you.
And, here's to the next 100.
Here we go.
Here we go.
Here we go. Cheers, guys.
Love you guys.
Long may it continue. Excuse me. But yeah, do you know what? The two of you are the best. Like the work that I know, the hard work that Stacy puts in behind the scenes for every episode.
She
You know,
does.
Mike has
Totally.
told me.
Totally.
You know, and to the two of you for giving up your time every week for us, for every Rocky fan out there.
We love you guys. We love everyone. Just
know,
such a
it's-
great bubble. Yeah.
And you know what? Like to meet the rest of the guys in the Rocky bubble, the guys from Europe.
Isn't
and
that
the States.
awesome? That's fantastic.
It is.
Yeah.
And you know what? You keep in contact with them as well. You know, you send them a little message, you know, and it's great, you know, and they're a great bunch of people.
Sean,
They're the best-
last thing
best
I want to leave you with this thought. You and me have had this conversation. We have been in touch with people in the Rocky bubble that we have known over the last 3, 4, 5, 6 years than we
Correct.
have with people that have known us for 40 years.
Right.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's true.
It's
That's
so
true.
it's so
Absolutely.
true. Stacey,
Rock-
before
yep.
we let these guys get some sleep tonight. Any last words for them?
I do everything ditto on what Mike said, and your loyalty to us is evident and very appreciated. And I am told by Michael that I'm getting a little surprise in the mail. So whatever that is, I'll be talking about very soon. And oh yeah, I wonder what it is. But thank you. I'm sure it's beautiful, and I do love you both. I'm always here to talk to you. You know that I love my you guys are my family. The Rocky community, like Mike said, fast forwards the closeness. So you could know someone for 40 years, but if they don't have that Rocky heart, you just don't get close that fast. All I need to know is someone's a Rocky fan, and that like it just fast forwards it somehow. So that's you two. Thank you so much for jumping on and coming out in the middle of your night. Thank you. Love you guys.
We love you
Thank you
too.
so much.
Sean and Irene. Thank you, Irene. Keep punching. Bye, guys.
Bye,
Sleep well.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Oh my God, I love them to pieces. All right, Miss Melissa Gilmore. There she is. Hey, honey. How's Florida? What's going on?
Oh my God. Okay. He just said that, you know, on the show that Sly said, or Jennifer said, we don't know anybody. Nobody knows anybody in Florida.
Hey.
There are some huge Rocky Balboa people that just live right up the road. I've been trying to figure out how to paddleboard in front of their house or something without getting arrested. Jess is down there. I mean, I'm just really thinking, you know, that we could have a lunch, or like, I'm just saying, we have people in Florida. You know what I'm saying? For real.
You know,
I love you too. Congratulations on 100.
Oh, thank you.
Gosh.
Oh my God.
Thank you, Melissa. You're always
You
so
guys
much
are the
fun.
best.
You know,
And
Melissa,
always
you
so
have been
positive.
ever since our tour. You are one of those people that I absolutely have adored spending time with. You know, it can be a little in the world we live in today. Okay,
Yeah.
When you have two strangers, one being a tour guide, one being a Rocky fan, and you're in the car together alone, it can be odd in this world. You made it unodd. You made it so comfortable. I felt like after 3 minutes with you, I knew you for 20 years. I was so comfortable with you. And I want to thank you for that humanity that you have, the empathy that you have inside of you. You are a wonderful, beautiful human being.
Oh my word. Well, thank you. No, I was a little selfish because I was like, remember when you pulled up in front of the hotel and then I said, okay, who are we picking up? Because I thought we were picking up like a ton of people here. It's just you and me. And I went, because I was so excited. And I thought, oh, this is just for me. This is the best ever. And then you're like, don't jump out of the van. And I'm like, okay, I'm not really a van jumper. I'm not really going to do that. I don't like, you can tell me. And where we were, and I would never have jumped out of the car for that.
Me either.
That tour was so great. And I still tell people, I'm like, oh, you got to go do it. Like, this is the best. That was I wish we had like 12 hours. I could have literally gone with you for 12 hours. 12 hours.
I have enough to talk about for 12 hours. Trust me.
We did. And then I realized that you were like asking all the questions like I was a nerd or something. And then I know when I said like Rocky 4, you're probably like, ooh, but that wasn't my favorite. That was just my first. I know how you are now. But
no, you know, this is such a misconception. I love Rocky 4. I just love it the least. That's all. I love it the least. So
I know, but it was my first one, so it has to have a heart. But Rocky,
of course.
And then because of you, I met this lady over here, and I love her. Oh my!
I love her. Okay.
No worries. We all love Stacy, and we probably all drive you insane, and it's okay. Like, just put up with us. I don't know. You were placed in our lives for a reason.
Oh, thank you. I love talking to all my Rocky people.
No, but you guys are so cute. I'm so proud of you all. And this podcast is so fun. And we do miss you guys, like we do. But we also know that there are lives and there are things that happen and there's time off. And, you know, we all take breaks and we all are sick and we all do things and we all have parents and we all have all the things. So we just love you. We just, we love you.
We are back with a vengeance, just like Die Hard, only
better.
Only better, and we're not blowing anything up, but we are blowing up the Stallone universe. Melissa, thank you so much for taking time out of the end of your day to be here with us. You are wonderful. You are beautiful. And I love that t-shirt.
Right? I'm rocking my Rocky Pals and I love both of you and both of you are beautiful. And thank you for everything. And and Mike, I still say, dude, if we had been in high school together, because I'm just like 2 years older than you or something. If we had been in high school, it would have been the best club ever. And we would have had the best time ever. And
you wouldn't have beat me up. You wouldn't have shoved me in my locker like other people. You would have been my friend.
No, we would have had the best time. We would have been like, oh, you people in the Latin club, what is wrong with you? And stuff like that, but no, not to each other. We would have been
I think we would be dressing like Rocky and Adrian. I mean, seriously.
Probably. And I did have dark hair back then and stuff like that. And I wore red lipstick all the time. Now
really?
I'm a little aged, a little worn and torn, but it's okay.
Aren't we all? Come on. Jesus. Listen.
All right. I love you guys.
Love you too, my friend.
Keep punching.
Keep punching.
Love you.
Bye. All right, Mr. Tim Wistard.
Hey, Canadian kid in his car.
What's going on, guys? How are you?
How are you? Thank
I'm
you for
sorry
being so
that
patient.
no worries at all. Listen, it's obvious with the people in this green room back here, and that's a reflection on you two guys in this podcast.
Thank you.
Phenomenal guests, and I think tonight is just a reflection of what you guys have accomplished and what you've done, and I can't congratulate you enough. 100 episodes. It's just phenomenal. So
thank you so much. And thank you for all your help. You came in and co-hosted for us a few times, and the videos that you have created for us, an endless number of videos. That I just posted your trailer, and the other one, that longer one that you sent me, is getting posted tomorrow. I'm going to be posting that. And I love your creativity and the birthday videos that you put together, and Melissa was, obviously Melissa was part of that, and that was a lot of work. I know how much work that is, and we just appreciate. You've been loyal to us from the beginning. You've been so generous with your time in a million ways, and I'm so grateful. You've just been wonderful, and we've been friends, and we talk and we connect, and on the podcast and off the podcast. I appreciate all of your friendship too.
Oh yeah, no worries. I'm just glad to see you're back, Mike. I'm glad to see you're feeling better, my friend.
Much better. Definitely much better. Much better.
I know life can get in the way certainly sometimes, and it's just great to have you back. It's just like I said, just looking around the green room back here, it's amazing to see the lineup of people waiting and that want to just say hi and want to pop in and thank you very much. So I appreciate everything you guys do more than anything.
My friend, you are one of the best. You are one of the classics. You've been with us from the beginning, and we thank you so much. Until we get you back on the show again, my friend, keep punching.
Keep punching, guys.
Tim. Thanks so much.
We'll see us.
See ya. Bye-bye. All right. We have from India, Mr. Rami Yadav. Hey, honey.
Rami!
Nice to see you. How you doing?
Hello.
I love that shirt.
All right, can you guys hear me?
Yeah, we can.
Loud and clear.
Great t-shirt, my
Boom.
dear. Nice.
Thank you so much for sending that, first of all. Before anything, congratulations to the both of you. 100 is an absolute knockout. We never ever thought, we never began with this ambition that we'll reach 100 or whatever or whatnot. I keep on hearing Mike in almost every episode. He'll be like, all right, we now past 5. Okay, now we past 10. Now we past 20. Well, now we are past 100. So that speaks volume. I've been hearing a lot of absolutely. Are you kidding me? I've been hearing whosoever I was listening since Irene and then Melissa and then now Tim. Well, the more I echo everything that they said. Personally, I would say this is probably one of the best things that has happened to me. Meeting the both of you, you have no idea. This T-shirt, what you see, Mike, that Stacy gifted me. I don't know whether she told you or not, but Stacy, Tim, and Melissa, these guys have given me so much. I can never ever forget. I'll quickly show you something. This is my prized and it's my wonderful possession. I could have never imagined, Mike, I would have this. And also, I would like to show you something that I saw this on Amazon. It's something by a great writer. He's wonderful. I think you should also read it, Mike. It will enlighten you.
Is it
It'll
good?
be good for your health, you know. It is absolutely good. The kind of stories. Oh my God! While I was waiting. It's 6 o'clock in the morning. It's 15 past 6 in the morning here.
Wow.
I haven't slept for like 24 hours now. So I was reading it. I was reading the chapter where you were for the first time when you started to cycle and you just hit into the brick wall and then you get up and you're crying and and then the stories of your grandfather. So it is wonderful. It is very calming. It calms me. I read it and I just imagine everything probably back in the day. But yeah, I would definitely want to say thank you so much, both of you, especially Stacy. She ensures that she is in touch with me. She would always once in a while ask, how am I doing? What's going on? Melissa, I imagine the kind of connect that I've formed with them. Melissa, she would, we keep on exchanging reels and we keep on talking to each other. And my wonderful friend, Rick, oh my God, he's an artist. I just keep on visiting his page. He is tremendous. He's a wonderful, wonderful artist.
Yeah.
So imagine the kind of people that I've met through you guys.
Right.
And I'm so happy to see you, Mike. You are well. I'm happy to see that.
You know, Randy,
absolutely. And mhm.
You said something that
Go ahead.
that was very, very interesting. You noticed that every time I say episode 5, episode 30, episode 75, that's real. That's real shock in my voice because I never thought we would get past 10. I just didn't think it because there's so many podcasts out there. Most of them are crap. I'm going to be honest. Most of them are crap. And
You're right. You're right.
And I didn't know what I was doing here. Stacy didn't know what she was doing here. But the one thing we kept saying to ourselves is there's got to be people like us that don't know what we're doing but love Rocky. So what if we could tap into people who not necessarily lost souls, but just they want a connection? Where can we find a Rocky connection? So to make a Rocky podcast by fans, about fans, for fans, you fit that bill, my friend. This is for you. This is for you. You are so far away from us, but yet you are right here. You are right here in our hearts. You never are far from our hearts at all. And I want to thank you so much. Not only your kind words, but getting up early, being up 24 hours to come here, put that beautiful shirt on, and look this, and not.
Oh no, absolutely.
Not fall asleep. I love it.
I made sure that no matter what, today is the day that I'll be up. It's a milestone for all of us, for all of us, not just you two. Right. It's for all of us.
You are right.
Wow.
We've all been together. Every person who's come on the podcast we've all been together and we've been here. It's that entire bubble that has made these 100 episodes possible. So yes, of course, you guys are the ones who are doing the heavy lifting. But I would also like to thank everybody who's been a part of the podcast. Thank you so much to them. Thank you so much to the both of you for doing what you guys do. I know Mike is you've been here no matter you're sick, no matter you have a sore throat, no matter what, you have been here, and so the same goes for you, Stacy. So thank you so much, both of you, for being true to the fact that it is for the fans and by the fans. I absolutely love that. I listen to the podcast when I'm on my way to work, when I am cooking, when I'm doing my dishes, whatever I'm doing, I put on the headphones and I keep on listening to it. So yeah, we've been really missing you guys. I must say, I really felt that there's something missing, because every Thursday I would, wake up knowing that there's an episode I need to listen to. So I would start up, wash my face, and then I would start listening to you guys throughout whatever I do. Pause again, hit from where
right.
I left off. So it's like you have a habit now. So I really missed you guys, and I really say,
in case anybody doesn't know, where are you talking to us from?
when I'm talking to you guys from India, it is the next day here.
Yep.
And the sun is the sun is out. So
Wow. Our sun
I'll
is
take
going
a-
down.
yeah.
All right, listen, I need
Yeah.
you, before I let you go, I have one favor to ask you. Can you tell me what the lottery numbers are going to be here in America? Because you'll get them first. So tell me so I can go win the lottery.
Yes.
Remy, thank you so much, my friend.
Thank you, Remy.
Nothing but love from me and Stacy.
Oh, absolutely.
Absolutely. Let's talk soon, my
Absolutely.
friend.
I
Always
love both of
talking to
you.
you.
Absolutely.
All right,
Absolutely. Stay healthy, Mike. Stay healthy, Stacy.
I will.
All right.
Thank you, Remy. Keep punching.
Yeah, we miss you guys a lot. All right. Keep punching. Bye-bye.
Punching.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
All right. Matt Bibbo. There he is. I know we waited so long.
Hi, guys.
My man, Matt.
What's up? What's up? Congratulations. I'm so excited. I'm so excited, man. This is awesome listening to, the people before me, and just, I hope, and I know you guys realize, but it is just amazing. Amazing. I was thinking in my head, right? I got my Rocky 2 kind of look tonight with
Yeah,
the
you
cross
do.
and the thing, right? So I'm thinking of a good line, and for you guys, you have nothing left to prove. You have nothing left to prove, man. You did it, right? I mean, it really is, and the people, you guys here, I don't have to tell you, right? All the people that have remained friends, not just who you've had on, but the connections that have been made, it's tremendous. I'm so happy for both of you. You're such good people, right? And, listening to some of the things you said, right? Mike, you said when you were younger, you had such a hard time making friends. I find that impossible to believe, right?
It's the truth.
It's just, I know, and I believe you, but knowing you now, right, through a lot of our talks through social media and meeting you, it's hard to believe. So thank you for that. Thank you for all the stuff that your content and the things that in your stories. It's just amazing to me. Stacy, you are the boss of bosses in this family.
Yes, she is.
All right.
Yes, she
you are the
is.
Tony Soprano of this podcast.
Thank you.
Right?
Oh my gosh.
So, but anyway, and by the way, this is the best Rocky podcast.
Oh,
Okay.
thank you.
Matt.
So there's a lot that come up on my feed that I just go quick, boop, boop. Oh, I got to delete that. Hold on. Goodbye.
Yeah,
Goodbye.
me too.
Yeah.
Me too.
Thank you, Matt.
No, Matt, thank you. Matt, I remember our tour like it was yesterday. I remember we were up at the cemetery and we saw the headstones, the new for, what was it, Creek 2, I think it was. We saw the headstones that were down on the little area, the new area at the cemetery. And we saw that lady. She was a runner who kind of followed us online, and her father was a big Rocky fan. And we had a really, really nice conversation with her. And just your enthusiasm, your story, telling me about your family and what it meant to you. To me, it was just really,
thank you.
I felt like I had known you for 50 years. And that is a testament to you as a human being and as a Rocky fan, my friend.
Thank you, pal. I feel the same way all the time. I know we talk a lot behind the scenes, and you're very kind with your time as well. So I appreciate that. I always felt that way, Mike. We go way before even the Pretender, you and I talking.
True.
You always were very kind with your conversations and stuff like that. So and now in more of current time. Stacy, I know you and I share a lot of different things back and forth, so
We do some
it's
laughing,
very
some fun
cool.
stuff. Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
I try
you
to keep
message
it
me
fun.
anytime. You message me
Thank you.
anytime. I love hearing from you. I see your name. It always makes me smile. I'm like, oh,
Thank
he's
you.
so funny. You're a lot of fun. You're a lot of
You guys
positivity.
good energy.
I love that.
Good energy.
Yeah,
I
real
love
good
that
energy.
Yeah.
I got to use that to get myself outside that energy and run a little bit, right? I know Colin's a runner, and I was going to make a joke about me running in the background here in this picture. I guess, right? I don't know which way I got to do this with the phone.
I love it. Is that your screensaver?
Yes, it is. It is.
Oh man, that is badass.
That's awesome.
I like that.
I've had that for a while. Yeah, I found it online.
If you get a chance, send me that photo. I think I might use that for my screensaver on my phone. I like that.
Definitely will. I was thinking how long, real quick, and then I know you guys got other people to get to, but you've lasted, right, a season of Tulsa King.
Yeah.
You've done the Family Stallone, what, 2 seasons of that?
2 seasons of that.
I don't want to mention films after Balboa, but you know what I mean. I think
we
there
had
were a
one of
couple
those.
them. We got one of those, right?
I
know. So we
The
won't go there.
documentary, Sly documentary.
Yes,
Slide
oh
documentary.
God, Slide the documentary. That's right. There's a lot of other things. I think he made a bad film in between there somewhere along the way. I don't remember which one, but
to be doing the podcast during he's still acting and still active.
Right.
That's awesome.
It's amazing.
That's awesome.
That
Matt,
is cool.
we love you, my friend.
Love
we
you,
love
my
you.
You guys are the best. You guys are the
keep
best.
punching. We'll get
You
you back
too.
on here.
All right. See you later, guys.
Bye,
Bye.
Matt.
Bye-bye. Later.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Sweet. All right, Mr. Brian Siffard. No, I'm sorry, wrong one. Brian Siffard. There he is. Hey, Brian.
There he is.
Whoa.
Hey,
How you doing?
What's
How
up,
you
brother?
doing? Nice
Not
to
much,
see
man.
you.
I missed you guys. I love you guys so much. I can't believe it's 100. You guys don't look a day over 30. It's amazing. Unbelievable.
Thank you.
Okay, yeah. Well, first thing you need to do is go see your optometrist. Okay. Well, I appreciate that. You look like about 24. Okay, Stacy, you look young. You look.
No, I've got scars that are 24 years old. Trust me.
No, Brian, thank you so much. And you are such a big supporter online. You're always so kind and generous, and I love whatever conversations we've shared over the last 2 years. I mean, you're just a great guy. You really are. And the thing for me is, Rocky still works for you. Rocky still is in your life, paramount. It's right there.
No, it's something I draw on every day. It's funny. I recently just started coaching my daughter's soccer team. And I've never played soccer, never coached soccer. They just needed somebody to do it. Otherwise, the team would have dissolved. So I just decided to do it. And it's been great. And like without even realizing it, I'm spouting off Rocky quotes left and right, and it works.
That's incredible.
We had one game where the other girls were a lot bigger, and all of a sudden, I just sat there. I said, just go right at them. Go through them. You've got this. We scored our first goal. You see, they're not a machine. They're just girls.
Nice.
And they got it. And it's just, it's been great. It's something I just draw on. And just the whole thing with the podcast which you provided, I've never heard an ill word spoken on this thing ever. I can always go find something positive. I met so many nice people. We just had Tim on. He co-hosted when I was on. Nice to talk. I've met so many nice people through here, and it's just it's like I said, it's very obvious when you're on, and it's more obvious when you guys aren't on. And I think it's just a testimony of what you guys do. And I remember being so nervous about getting on here, and then within seconds, I felt like I'd known you guys for like 20 years. And I think that's what makes it easy to talk to. And I've never forgotten it. And it's been great. And I had people that watch the podcast, and I've gotten to watch it, and they like it. They were kind of casual with Rocky fans. I'm like, just watch it. I said it's about Rocky, but it's about so much more about what life can throw at you and different things.
Right.
Yeah, because that's what Rocky is. Rocky is about boxing. It's about life. And the thing I want to say that I love about you is that you, my friend, are two of my favorite characters. You are Rocky meets Ted Lasso. I love that. I love that. Be a goldfish, Brian. Be a goldfish. I love that.
I'm trying. I embarrass myself every game because I'm still learning the rules, and the ref will give me a sidewise look. And I'm like, hey, I said I'm just out here, man. I'm trying. I'm trying my best.
Did you get a chance to watch Ted Lasso yet?
I watched the first season. I
Okay,
watched
good.
Yeah, I did watch the first season. After our first game, I just said, "Oh yeah, that's me."
Yeah, that's me. You saw yourself. Jason Sudeikis and you. Brian, I got to tell you, I love that you waited. You chimed in tonight. You took time away from your family to relax and chill here with us.
Yeah.
I thank you, and I love you,
you.
brother. I mean that. I do.
Thank
No, I love you guys, and you guys are my family too. And I've
Thank
told you this, Mike, and I've told everybody I would run through a wall of fire for you guys. And
back at you.
real quickly, Brooklyn, sweetheart, if you're still up, I hope you're doing well. We all love you out here, and you get better, sweetheart.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Absolutely. Until we see you again, Brian, keep punching.
Keep punching.
Absolutely. Take care,
Thanks,
guys.
buddy. Take care.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
And I just want to say he'll hear this after, but I'm always so impressed with Brian. He is such a family man, and I love how close he is with his daughter and his beautiful wife. They're just a really tight family, and I love them to pieces. All right, so let's go to Rob Kerr, and then we're going to go to Jennifer. Rob Kerr, how are you? Nice to see you
guys.
Hi, Rob.
Is back.
Oh man, it's great to be back, and it's great to see you, my friend. How has life been for you the last couple of months?
Oh, it's all been good. It's been really good. Yep.
Oh, that's great. That's great. Now listen, in the last 3 months, have you seen any of the Rockies at all? Have you put it on and watched them?
Yes, me and my two friends went through the series.
That's what I'm
Nice.
talking about. That's what
Excellent.
I want to hear. Excellent answer, my friend. Excellent answer.
Well, Rob, what I love
Question
about
for
Rob.
you.
Oh, go
Yes,
ahead.
sir.
Question. What is the question?
In Rocky 3, I noticed that it must have been hard for Sly to act like he didn't know the punches and anything, but he did know the punches.
That they were coming.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
He had to act sloppy, and then he became more like Apollo, where he was slick and
right.
That must have been hard
Right.
because he kept his face. You look at his face, and it's all like, he's not interested in it at all.
Right. Well, that's the thing. He's an actor, so he's got to portray where Rocky is at that moment. And that's one of the things that Sly and Carl Weathers do better than anybody else that's ever gone into a movie boxing match. Nobody does it as well as them.
Yeah. Well, this is why Rocky 3, I just love the transition. I did a post, I called it the Apollo effect, to watch Rocky, transition from that kind of, its feet were in the mud to this, nice and light and dodge and weave and all that. That's why I love Rocky 3. I love that transformation. I love it. Love it. And Rob, I love your posts, and I love how you push yourself. You certainly have some physical challenges, and that has never stopped you. You push yourself to take a walk every single day. And how many days out of the year last year did you take those long walks?
I was at 182.
182 every single day. And so for those of us compared with the physical challenges that he faces, none of us have an excuse. We need to get out there, walk, run, lift, do what we do, because he pushes himself always. And Rob and I are constantly talking. He's constantly encouraging me. Always, you're just a positive light for me. Every evening he has something positive he sends to me. And we meet up in the fort and we watch football together. And I love that more than you realize. Our little fort world. You make me smile every single day. I have a very positive word from this gentleman. And so I was so glad when I said to you, please pop on if you feel like it. And I'm so glad to see you here. So thank you.
Rob,
shut off hockey and put on the Rocky Files.
Oh man, I love that. Where are you broadcasting from? Where are you out of right now?
Hamilton, Ontario, which is near Toronto, Ontario.
Okay,
nice.
I gotcha.
Thank
Robert,
you, Rob.
until we see you again, you keep punching, my friend.
Okay, thanks.
Keep punching.
Buddy.
I'll
Bye-bye.
chat you
100.
later. Thank you.
you.
Bye. Oh, sweetheart. Love him so much. Jennifer. Boom. There she is. Hey, honey.
Hey, congratulations, 100. That is so awesome. Well
Thank
done to the both of you.
Thank you.
What's
Thank
going on with
you.
you? The writer. Come on. What's the plan? I can't wait for the next one.
Well, I have some ideas in the works, but I'm not gonna like say what I'm doing just yet. But
Okay.
I'll give you a little clue. How about that?
Okay.
It possibly may be a sequel to Goose on a Roof.
Nice.
All right.
Nice.
That's
All
all.
right.
No more
Goose in a
spoilers.
tree.
Listen, if I can guess it, will you tell me? The goose gets off the roof, right? He meets up with the wrong group of kids, right? He robs a bank and he does 10 to 20 in San Quentin.
You were
That's
so
it.
close.
I
You
knew
were so close. No, but honestly, like from the bottom of my heart, thank you both so much for creating this platform for all of us Rocky fans to get together and connect and
You.
discuss like the greatest films of all time.
Yeah.
So
Totally. With the greatest fans of all time. So
yes.
that's the thing. And
Yeah.
by the way, what is that? You got Balboa's Gym? I love
I
that.
do. Okay, so here's a fun story. I completely forgot I had this shirt. I found it like in this treasure chest that I haven't gone through in so long, and it says Balboa's Gym on it. I believe I bought it from Amazon like years ago, and it says Balboa's Gym, and it's got like the boxing gloves on it, and then it says, "Come get KTFO." So I'm sure you can understand what that means. So
Gotcha.
yeah, I can't believe like I completely forgot I had this
I just
shirt.
got
So
that.
I'm like, I
That's
have to come on and wear it so to show
I'm
you all.
so glad you did. This is phenomenal. So listen, in the time that so since January, February, and March, to where we are in March, have you seen any of the Rockies at least once?
I have, yeah, I've seen
Thank you.
4, as you know that 4 is my
Yes,
favorite,
yes.
and one I've seen and 2, but the other 3 and 5 no, and Balboa I haven't seen yet, but I have seen those 3.
I love it.
Yes.
I love it. I love it. Maybe we'll do a marathon where the 3 of us will just sit here and we'll put Rocky on and we'll just watch it.
That's a great idea.
I love that.
I'm in. Tell me when and where. I'm in.
Yes, we'll all have popcorn in a big bin, and we'll just stuff our faces and watch Rocky and just be. I mean, well, why not? Because this is what we do as Rocky fans.
Yes.
Right.
I love
Awesome.
it. Jennifer, thank you so much for chiming in with us and taking some time to kind of hang out with us. It means the world to us. It honestly does.
This was such a great idea to have like all of us come on and just thank you both so much for everything
Oh,
you've
you're
done.
welcome.
And yeah, this
Thank
is
you.
incredible. So
much fun.
Until we see you again, my friend, keep punching.
Keep punching.
Philly 2026. We're
Yeah,
in. We're
yes,
coming. I hope to see you
definitely.
again, Mike and Stacy. I hope to meet you in person someday.
Absolutely.
Okay.
One day. I'm
Take
working
care.
on it.
Yes, one day. Take care. Thank
Bye,
you.
Jennifer. Thank you.
All right.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
All right, we have Mr. Charlie. How you doing?
Good.
Nice to see you.
Good. How are you?
Hi, Charlie. Hello.
I'll be very honest. I didn't expect to come on. I was just listening to everybody on, and then you said my name, and I was like, "Oh crap!" So, anyway,
Gotta hear from you. Love hearing from you.
well, I got to tell you, I really enjoyed listening to those, and wow, I mean, look at the impact you've had. I mean, how does it make you feel listening to all this? Not just adulation, air quotes. It's like you've made a meaningful impact in so many people's lives. How does that make you feel? I'm asking you questions now.
Stacy, I'm going to lead off with this. It makes me feel how you feel in all of the times you've done your, and I'm not going to mention anything, but all of your generosity that you've given to people that I've witnessed.
This is about you, not me.
No, and I'm going to come back to us. I
Okay,
am.
okay.
But I know how you feel in a moment when you've done something kind for someone, you give the kindness and you're gone. You don't even stick around for the thank you. When someone says something nice about me, and I'll let Stacy say this for herself. it's very, very difficult for me to take anything. I have to throw humor into it. I have to deflect, diffuse, and I have to throw it back onto the person giving the compliment. I don't like it. I'm incredibly uncomfortable with it. When I appreciate it is about 2 weeks from now, when I have a real crap day, when I feel I've given the worst tour of my life, when I don't feel good, I sit in this room. I'll have a cup of coffee and I will look around and I will see all of the pictures. And Charlie, I don't know if you can see this. Let me show you right down here. Can you see that one right there?
Am I in that one?
That's
Oh,
you
yeah.
and all of us. That's the
course you
picture
are.
we took just a month ago when everybody was here.
Nice.
Okay?
That was ace.
So when I look at something like that, when I look at everything in here and I say to myself, you know, Mike, you may have done something special or different that brought people together, that gave them an opportunity, like our mutual friend Helen. What an amazing woman she is from the UK, right? I mean, you and I know her story. Brilliant. We got to get her on the podcast. She's going to be tough to get on the podcast because she's very, very shy.
Super shy. Very shy.
Yeah. She really is. And she's someone I would like to get on here. But anyway, Stacy, how do you feel with everyone saying, nice things about us?
Well, it's very overwhelming. There's no doubt about that. You embark on something. I had no doubt I was going to meet amazing people. Like, I knew that, but I didn't anticipate how close I would become with each person as they connected with us. And I didn't anticipate the way the network would meet friends and they have become friends. Like, I just kind of thought we'd have guests, they'd come in and out. I'd be amazed by their story, but we've stayed connected. We've become family. We've become friends. I mean, and you said it earlier, I can't remember which guest was on. I mean, I'm closer to so many more people in this bubble in weeks, months, in these short years than I've known some people my entire life.
Yeah.
And it's because the Rocky heart, the Rocky mindset automatically makes me closer to somebody so quickly. And I didn't anticipate that. And so I've never been the center of anything. And I've made sure of that in my life because, kind of being the back, being invisible is kind of a safe place to be. So this is, I'm 51. This is the first time I've ever decided to step out front. And then
you're celebrated.
Yeah.
You are celebrated, Stacy.
And then what people are, it's like, oh my God, I can't even, what it's become is so much more than I anticipated. And it just fills my heart. And I love our group. I love everyone.
Well, I said we were on the tour last month, and one of the girls there is Patricia, I think, and she was saying it was very overwhelming that you're with a bunch of people who are don't judge you.
Yes.
For this. And I said to her, you found your people. We are your people.
Exactly.
And that's it. And I haven't met a bad Rocky person, not once.
Exactly. That as well.
Right. Yeah. I know. It's so true.
Mm-hmm.
It's so true. And I think, Charlie, you've been one of the shining lights. You're like a North Star for an awful lot of people in this group, in this Rocky bubble. As a matter of fact, I just had Sean Wallace and we just had our first meeting for our 2025 tour. And I mean, what we have planned, we're going to do twice as many people. We're going to do 2 days at Casa de Cunda, and it's going to be huge and bigger, and it's going to be just amazing. So we really have some good things planned. And Charlie, the fact that you want to be part of that again.
Oh, I love it. I love it. I love doing my little Uber tours, and we pick new information up each time. I'm in the middle of writing a guidebook. I love it. It's great fun. Super fun.
Stacy, so awesome. Before we let Charlie go, I got one last thing I want to say that Charlie did that I really loved. So, when I give tours, sometimes you can get people that are a little rambunctious or over exuberant. But so we had the way we set the tours up last time, it was going to be people. We were going to do people who didn't do the tours, and then that would be the first, and then the afternoon tour would be people who had already been on the tours. Basically. and Charlie had put together this Bible of locations with pictures and facts and figures and so on. So most of the people, not everyone, but most of the people on the afternoon tour had taken the tour 2, 3, or 4 times. Now, that's a lot of pressure for me, because what the hell am I going to say to these people? Okay. Well, I got to tell you, I put a few thoughts out there. Charlie really kind of brought a different dynamic to it with his energy and his Bible of Rocky.
We called it the Rocky Bible. The guy.
Oh, that's so cool. Yeah, it was fantastic.
And I rubbed it on every location we went to. I rubbed it on 1818 steps.
You did.
I rubbed it. Everywhere I went to, I rubbed it.
I looked at it. I said, "Charlie, what are you doing?" I got that digging the magic. I want a little magic.
Little Rocky magic in there, yeah.
Okay. So it was a different dynamic, and it was something that I really thought enhanced that particular tour, because newbies are going to want to hear a lot of the stuff that I tell them, the newbies. But once you've been there, now you've got a guy like Charlie who's so steeped in the Rocky mythology. Now he has a room that rivals mine. It's better than mine in many aspects. It's so beautiful and stunning. Look at that. It's absolutely stunning.
Wow.
So to have Charlie back on you're very welcome, Charlie. So to have him on the tour is going to be great, and have him back at the house. My wife loves him, so it's going to be fantastic. Charlie, thank you for taking some time out of your schedule tonight to hang with us, guys.
Congratulations, guys. You're awesome. I love you.
Love you.
Bye.
Love you,
my friend.
Bye.
Keep punching, buddy.
Keep punching.
Bye. All right. Next up, Mr. Richard Handebode. Hello, honey.
Hey, hi, Richie. How are you?
How you doing, guys?
How are you
We're
doing?
okay.
I'm doing good. I'm still in the fight.
Yes, you
Still
are.
in the fight. Still in the
Yeah.
fight. What, you got some new glasses? What do you got there?
New glasses and no hair. No hair.
I thought something was different.
And Mike, the thing is, I really wish I had some of Charlie's great hair.
Oh, he's
right.
got,
To
seriously?
spare?
He's got great hair.
He's got something to spare.
He does.
Yes.
I'm
But-
jealous of his beard.
Yes. Me too. I used to have one. I'll get it back someday, hopefully.
Yeah, you will. Yeah, you will.
But yeah, go ahead, Mike.
Let me ask you this. In the last 3 months, have you happened to catch any Rockies? Have you put them on? Have you gone to YouTube and Google a moment for Rocky?
Well, I've listened to the music a lot.
Nice.
I know that I've seen Rocky 1 between that time.
Gotcha.
And the music is always there, and the movie's always in my heart anyway.
Yeah, of course. Of course.
But I wanted to say to you, thank you, both of you, very much.
Oh, thank you.
For everything you've done. And, in 1976, I was a 10-year-old kid.
Yeah.
And thanks to Sylvester Stallone, I got to see a movie that I internalized, and it changed my worldview as a kid.
Yeah.
I internalized that, and that character became part of my being, really.
Right.
Fast forward to 2023, and I met you, Mike.
Oh, yeah.
And my sister, my siblings said, they knew I was struggling. So they said, we want to take you on a bucket list kind of thing. So we're going to go on a tour, a Rocky tour.
Wow.
I was totally blown away. And I met you, Mike. And, you helped inspire me. And you also gave me the opportunity to see the locations of the greatest movie ever made.
Yeah. Thank you. Greatest movie ever made. Hell yeah.
Yes. And you made that possible, Mike, and I'm grateful to you.
Thank you, Richie.
And my family's grateful to you too.
I was grateful that they were there to enjoy that. They know you better than anybody else on the planet, so they were able to see you. That will stay with them for the rest of their lives. It's just a beautiful moment that we all shared together, going from site to site, hearing your stories, your challenges, and my wacky, goofy little stories that kind of got a giggle from you guys. And it was my pleasure. Every tour is my pleasure, but talking with you, when I heard you tell me it was a bucket list, and I thought, wow, okay, well, pressure's on to deliver here, Mike. So you were just absolutely the best, and I want to thank you so much for that.
Yeah.
Yes. And Stacy, we became friends.
We have. Yes.
And you've been so supportive of me and encouraging and inspiring, and I'm grateful for that too.
Thank you.
And we have a long time to go, hopefully, God willing.
Yes.
So we can stay in touch. And I
Mhm.
want to go back on another tour again.
Yes. Wonderful. Yeah.
But-
And
Yes. And I wanted to just tell you two guys that. And I'm honored to be part of your 100th episode.
thank
Well,
you. We're honored to have you.
We're planning to have you on our 500th episode. So keep punching, keep fighting. I know it's a little ways down the road, but that give you, what would Mickey say? The motivation to keep going on.
Yes.
Richie,
Thank
please,
you.
please give our love to your family, and
Thank
we
you.
love you, Richie.
Mhm.
Love you, my friend.
Love you.
Thank you, guys. Thank you so much.
Keep
Thank you.
punching, buddy.
Keep
I am.
punching. We'll talk again soon. Love you,
Yes,
honey.
ma'am.
Talk to you soon. Okay.
Love you too.
Love you. Bye-bye.
Bye now.
There's a fighter right there. Let me tell you. He is still in the fight, but he's gonna do good. Yeah. And he's taught me a lot. He's taught me a lot about what real fighting is. I'll tell you that right now. What real fighting means in the face of something very scary. So
Yeah,
he's
you know,
amazing.
some of us think fighting means getting to work on time.
Yeah.
Some of us think fighting is winning a fight with your spouse.
Right.
But he's winning a fight in life.
Yeah.
Against a horrific, evil
Mhm.
foe.
Yeah.
And I love Richie. I love this
Mhm.
family. And that goes for Brooklyn as well.
I know.
And yeah, that's the stuff that I'll be thinking about after this. As a matter of fact, I'm getting a little emotional about it right now.
I know.
Because these are real fighters.
Yeah.
Hmm,
These are real examples
they sure
of
are.
what Rocky's taught us. I don't know. I don't know how I do in a situation like that. I hope I would have as much resolve, but you want to think you would, but I don't know what I would do if I was facing something quite that serious. So, all right, next up is Larry Brem, my friend. Oh, yay! I'm so glad you tried again. Nice to
are you
see
guys?
you. Hey.
Good to see you.
We were just talking about the real fighters in the group, and here's another one. Oh my goodness,
yeah.
how are you doing? How
We're
are
all
you
real
feeling?
fighters. Life's a fight, so we're all fighting.
Yeah.
But I'm doing good. Thank you for asking. Happy to have another day to hug and kiss my wife and kids. So.
Oh, yeah, you're right. You're right. You know, if there's one person on the planet next to Sue that asks me how I'm doing, come to think of it, Sue doesn't even ask me how I'm doing daily. Larry asks me how I'm doing daily more than anybody. My mother doesn't ask me how I'm doing daily. She asks me weekly. But no, Larry, one of the things I wanted to do was stay a little closer to Larry, and Larry's been great. I mean, he'll just message me.
That means a lot. There's a lot. You know, the Rocky Bubble has been amazing to me since even before my fight, but even during the fight. And the love I have for both of you two is unbelievable. It's like for bringing us closer together. And you know, Mike, I only met you once on our tour. Stacy, I've never met you, but I honestly feel like we've hung out a million times.
I know.
Like honestly,
I know.
I feel like I've hung out with you a million times, and
right.
That's what I think doing this is all about, and that's why I say to you, from the bottom of my heart, congratulations on 100. Here's to 1,000 more.
Thank you, buddy.
I'm honored to be part of the 100th episode, just to even have my face in it. I was super bummed that I wasn't able to be on it at the 4:45, but I'm glad it still worked out. So
yeah.
You guys are working late tonight, huh?
Yeah,
Yeah,
we're
we
putting a
are.
little overtime.
A little overtime.
You know,
That's
Stacy, nobody knows this, and I'm not going to disclose what it is, but Larry has a little hobby with me and I. We have a little private joke. And Larry will take the biggest, craziest loser in the world. And he will send me an image of this loser, this horrible person of no redemption. And Larry and I just go back and forth like two old hens, and we're just discussing this individualistic loser. And it's something I love that Larry does, because he'll hit me with it right before bed. It'd be like 11 o'clock at night, and he'll say, so-and-so just put this up or whatever. And
right.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's almost, you don't think they're going to get worse, but they get worse.
They get worse and worse and worse. And it's one of the, it's the best. It's like he has the knack for sending that to me close when I'm in bed. I'm just about ready to put my head on the pillow, and I see my phone is buzzing. I go, oh, Larry's here. What's he sending me? Oh, and I just go to bed and I go, yeah, oh, I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. It's a private joke. And Stacy, I will bring you up to date on this private joke off the air.
Oh, absolutely. It's not for the Rocky Files, that's for sure.
No. It's for the opposite. It's for the goofball files.
Yeah.
Anyways,
believe it.
Larry, I really want to thank you. Not only are you a funny guy, not only are you a compassionate guy, a great family man, but you're also a fighter. When life throws you curves, you hang in there. I want to thank you so much for taking time to chime in with us. It means the world to us.
Yeah, I love you both greatly. Congratulations on 100. Like I said, I'm so glad that I have the friendships with both you and all the rest of the Rocky community. Thank you. And just want you to know how much that you doing this, taking your time out of your day, means to me and 1,000 other people, right? So
thank you, Larry.
Yeah,
thank
you
you,
guys.
Larry.
Have a great night. Keep punching, and
Keep
again,
punching.
happy to be here.
Thanks, Larry. Take
All
care,
right.
buddy.
Larry.
Take care. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. All right. Mr. Brock Smith, how are you?
There he
Hey,
is.
nice
What's
to
up, Brock?
see you.
Doing great. Congratulations, guys.
Thank you.
Congrats. That's awesome. Mike, I remember when you gave the fam a tour and you said, hey, by the way, and this is at the very end, you're like, hey, by the way, doing this little podcast thing. I think you're on episode 4 or something like that at the time. And you're like, yeah, I don't know if it's going to work. I tried it before. It didn't really work, but this one seems like it has a chance. Whatever. If you want to try it, try,
Yeah.
Like, really, really humble. And like you were inconveniencing us by even mentioning it or whatever. But dude, it's been awesome. I'm so glad you said that. You guys you don't know. I think you should get you get a little taste tonight at the impact you guys have had. I mean, you've impacted people in countries, different countries than ours, across the America. It's crazy. It's no, congrats, guys. And as someone who drives a lot for my job,
Yes, you do.
you guys have saved me so many times. Like it gets boring, and I'll save your episode to play in the car
for the ride.
So,
yes.
Sometimes it's hard. Like I want to watch it over the weekend. It's like, no, I need to save it. I mean, don't get me wrong. I've watched my episode about 88 times.
Love it. And well, you should. It was a great episode.
Thank you.
No, but you guys, I know it's gone really long tonight, but I just want to get on and just say thank you. I really appreciate both of you. And Mike, the whole family and I were doing the Rocky run in November.
Beautiful.
Oh, nice.
Let's try to get together, maybe hit dinner or something if we could. That
Absolutely.
would be great.
Yeah. No, that sounds good. I love Rocky, but I'm kind of built like Paulie right now. So we're going to do
get some exercise in.
Hey, listen, if there was anybody who's going to give Rocky a run for his money, in the police station when he bails him out in Rocky 3, if Paulie wasn't hungover and drunk, I think he would have just he would have tried to take Rocco's head off a little bit better. I love that.
I agree. Yeah, I agree. Plus he wasn't prepared. He didn't know he was going to be fighting. Yeah.
Maybe if he kept the stinking X-Lax watch on, that would give him a little more weight to punch Rocky or something.
Yeah, it definitely could have. It definitely could.
Give him hell on that run, my friend, and let's try to hit dinner at some point. That would be great.
Right.
No,
That'd be
that sounds
great.
awesome. Yeah,
Yep.
we've had dinner with Stacy a few times.
A few times now, because he drives right through.
Yeah, Stacy, we're going to be back in your area in July.
Oh, perfect. Let me know.
So,
me
yep.
know.
That's
Yeah,
great.
Sean and I will be
Yeah.
there. So.
That's so
Oh,
great. And
we'll
he
get
is
to
such a Sean, and I mean in the two kids, you have such a fun family. They're a lot of fun. They're like your family, Mike. A lot of fun.
good,
They tease
good.
each
Yeah,
other.
yeah.
Very funny. Brock here is always teasing his
Oh.
wife. She's probably ready to punch him half the time, but it makes her smile too, or laugh.
No, that's
He's just
great.
funny. A lot of fun.
Yeah,
Great family.
Yeah, I am the luckiest person ever.
Yeah.
And real quick, Mike, I know you've been asking people if they've been watching Rocky
Yeah,
recently.
yeah.
So I haven't, but what I've spent hours doing here the last few months is, you guys ever watch the Rocky reactions on YouTube?
I have seen them. I posted a few. Yeah, of course.
Where people are watching it for the first time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And dude, I love watching that stuff.
That's amazing, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's amazing. It's a whole new
really
point of
cool.
view for us who are well steeped in the Rocky mythology to see newbies come along. And because it's been so long since we saw Rocky for the first time that when you get to see someone new, you almost live vicariously through them in that moment.
Oh, that's it. That's it exactly.
Yeah.
You know, watching them
Totally.
cheer, watching them cry,
Yeah.
watching them scream, get up during Rocky
Yeah.
2.
Yeah.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Brock, I am looking forward to seeing you in November. Let's try to make this happen, buddy.
All right, guys. Thanks again. Keep punching.
Buddy. Keep punching, my friend.
Thanks so
We'll see you
much, Brock.
soon.
We'll see you soon. All righty.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Awesome. All right, Miss Diana, I have an idea because I still don't see you. So I'm going to have you do this. I'm going to have you just create a short video and send it to me, and then I can edit it in.
No, you know what? Keep talking, Diana. We can put your picture right here.
Oh, good idea.
Yeah,
All right.
we can put your picture. Diana, how have you been?
I've been doing pretty good. Just hanging in there. I'm taking care of the kids and
yeah.
And
I was worried about you because I usually hear from you at least once a month, and I haven't heard from you. Now, I've been a little busy and a little under the weather myself, so I'm just glad you're still alive and still with
yes.
the Rocky Balboa.
Yeah, I've been having some shoulder issues and
okay.
I have a pinched nerve in my shoulder, and so I've been dealing with that and just
Is that because you kick a lot of ass?
I don't know about that, but
listen,
I wish.
How is your Rocky Lady Cave?
Oh, it is coming along just fine. I've been adding to it. And
Yeah.
I've been discovering some Rocky collection groups on Facebook.
Oh,
And
nice.
it's been really cool. I've been sharing stuff, and everybody is like, I absolutely love it. This is so cool. And just finding you guys and the other little groups, it's been so motivating. And I was like, I told my husband, I finally have somewhere I fit in. I have never fit anywhere in my entire life.
Me too. Yes.
I get it.
Man.
Yeah. That's so
Yeah.
true. Thank you, Diana.
Really get that. And Diana, thank you for taking time out, hanging out, waiting backstage here to come out and talk to us. And even though your camera's not working, don't worry. You send us your favorite picture. Send it to Stacy. She will use that picture right here, and we will get you on, because really we've been doing probably 2 minutes with everybody, 2.5, 3 minutes maybe.
Minutes,
Yeah. No, but Diana, thank you, and thank you for being such a big supporter and just reaching out to us, just saying hi to us.
Right.
Oh, 100%. I love you guys. You're like family to me. You guys mean the world to me, and everybody in here. I find everybody so motivating and so loving, and I love everybody. It's remarkable.
And one side note, Diana, the name Diana, that's Wonder Woman's alias.
Yes.
Ah,
Yes.
Right.
So listen, you keep going for it there, Wonder Woman. All right.
Thank you, Mike.
Thank you, Diana. And even though we can't see you,
I
until
know.
next time, keep punching, my friend.
Keep punching, guys.
Take care of yourself, Diana.
Yeah, you too. I'll send the pic. Thank you,
Thanks,
guys.
buddy.
Perfect.
Bye-bye.
Thanks.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Awesome. Good.
Diana's-
That was smart. Yeah, to at least get
that-
her voice in. Mhm.
We got her voice in. She's right in tune with everybody else, and we'll put a picture up of her. And I just think that she really is a lovely person. You know, she has her opportunities and challenges that she has shared, and man, she just keeps moving forward and persevering. And it's one of the things that I love about her. She's such a great Rocky fan. She really is. Well, Stacy, how many people do you think we had tonight? More than 3?
Oh yeah, I think we at least did 30. I gotta count when I go into edit. This is amazing, and you know what? I bet there's a lot that we didn't get because we can only have so many in the room at a time, and I know that there were some people who weren't getting in, and maybe some of them gave up. You know what? Send me videos. I'm happy to repost little videos, whatever somebody wanted to say, but that was amazing. I can't express to all of you who came on and those who might have come on but were too shy.
Yeah.
You know, I truly mean it when I tell you, you are all my family. You're my friends. I do feel closer to so many more of you than I do my own family and friends I've had for a very long time. It's just weird how that works, but that is 100% the truth. I'm always there for any of you. There's so much we deal with in life, and I promise all of you I'm a listener, and in any way I can help, I'm happy to do so. So thank you to everybody who came on. I love each of you.
You know,
Michael?
I am so a little overwhelmed. I am very, Stacy, you know this. Sue knows this. Some of the very few people, I in my mind right now, I have about 3 or 4 people that I have had intimate conversations about my own emotional thoughts and where I fit in the world. And it's one of the worst things in the world to get compliments. I don't like getting compliments, at least not on the level or the rapidity. Rapidity? Yeah. Rapid. It was rapid.
Sure. Yes.
That's a word.
Right. The frequency. The frequency.
Google. Is rapidity a word? Yes, it is a word. Okay, there we go. Rapidity.
Good. It's official.
Yeah, it's official. So now I do want to thank everybody. And right now, I can't let it affect me right now. When it's going to affect me is about 2 weeks from now. And I'm going to sit here and I'm going to think, I'm going to look back on this video because it'll be out there for perpetuity. And when I get to look back and I'll say, wow, these people are sincere. They're not being paid to do this. They're here because they want to be here, and so that's where I'm at. I'll be reflecting on this on a later episode. I'll be talking about this on what it means. I think I like the feeling that to sign off with after all of the beautiful words and thoughts from these people, from our family members, from our people. I like that.
Our people. Yep, definitely our people. And so just love you guys. Can't say it enough. Nobody's far away. Rami in India to anyone,
our
in
Canadian,
Europe,
our Canadian friends, Ireland,
Ireland friends.
Okay, I mean,
we're very close, even though geographically I don't even feel it.
Scotland. Kirsty was in Scotland.
Crazy. So many people, but thank you everyone for joining, and even for those who didn't, who we didn't see. I love all you guys too. So everyone, just have a great weekend, and always here to talk to. And Michael, where can people find you?
Well, I'm right here, but if you're not here, then you can find me at the Yo Philly Film Tour on Instagram. You can find me at the same name on Facebook and at the same name on TikTok.
Nice.
And I wrote a little book called Cue the Rocky Music, which you can get anywhere that books are sold. And there's a little documentary about my life called The Pretender. Check it out. Sly's in it with me. He's endorsed it. You won't go wrong watching it. Stacy, where can we find you?
I am at Had Me at Yo on Instagram, as well as the Rocky Files, and on Facebook at the Rocky Files Podcast.
Boom. Stacy, if I start talking anymore, I'm going to start crying because it's been a very emotional moment. So I'm just I'm going to leave you with that, and we will reconvene a little bit later this week, and we'll get a game plan for our next episode
for 101. All right, guys, have a great night. Love you all.
Love you all. Thank you so much. Keep punching, everybody.
Keep punching.
Bye.
Bye, guys.